Okay, good morning, folks. Live here on Facebook and YouTube, and what is happening? I got it replaying my own words. That's unusual. Something has happened here. I got to get rid of the reverb. Um, Give me just a second, folks. I've never had the uh, sound come back at me like that. All right, I shut the audio off. I'm not certain what's happened differently. Tell me if you're hearing okay. Good morning to the Raffertys and Shannon Burke and Sig. Good morning to you. Give me an indication that the sound is working okay on your end. Uh, First time ever I had the sound come back to me. Maybe StreamYard uh, changed something or something else happened that, okay, hearing good. All right. Just it's awful hard to to concentrate and figure when you all of a sudden you're hearing on a very much delayed system the what you're seeing coming back to you. So I haven't. I, I do remember one thing. Somebody that I don't know how many of you watch Dirty Jobs with Mike Rowe and or checked in on anything with him on that. He has, and they showed him actually doing it. He does voiceovers, of course, for document not only his own shows but documentaries and that. And they had him doing a voiceover live, and he was listening to the other um, person that had already done the voiceover and doing his again in real time. It's like, how in the world can you do that? Just somebody that was amazing. Anyway, that's we're going here. Everybody's hearing me okay. Had turned my own sound off, and so we're all set. It is a beautiful day here in Florida, 87 degrees already. It's been a pretty warm few days here. And it's been another um, thing. It's a bit warped. Okay, the sound sounds kind of fishy there, Sylvia. Sylvia. Okay, sorry if I'm pronouncing your name wrong. Um, yeah, the pretty warm temperatures all around. I guess the globe, the world, and right now, and all that, and then the humidity here. Yeah, I stepped out this morning, and you're already sweating before you even do anything. 83 in Pennsylvania, and okay, by Jay Oaks. Okay, and good morning. Lisa's over in Fort Lauderdale, and good, good. A lot of people here already. Don't forget to hit that like button. That helps as the Facebook puts stuff out there a little bit more with the more people that like it and all that. Okay, it is July, first part of July, and our quarterly maintenance was due July 1st. Please get that in before July 15th because that is when the late fee takes effect. So don't forget to do that. All right, and quarterly maintenance fees due if you're not in by the 15th. Um, be a late payment. You want to shut my door, Victoria? I forgot to do that. Thank you. Okay. Let's see what's next on my list here. We don't have a whole lot of stuff going on. Uh, it's interesting. We do have a lot of whole stuff going on, a lot of stuff going on, but it's stuff we've already talked about, done, and so not so much new stuff here. But anyway, we'll get through it here. Uh, I'll mention Blue Stream checks. They are supposed to be dropping off the return mail checks today. We'll see how many we get, and then also the reissues. So after we get them, I'll be asking people if you didn't get your reissue check, if you didn't get your first or second check, you'll have to once again contact us and get it. We'll put it on the list to see if we can get that taken care of, get it finally done. But anyway, they did after I got back. I sent them an email. She Andrea told me that we would be getting, um, they would deliver what they've gotten back there today. So hopefully that does actually happen. Haven't seen the Blue Stream guy in here yet, so we'll see if they go true to the board this morning. Okay, Blue Stream checks. Oh, if anybody has a CD drive, I got a report. I got a portable drive at home, but of course I'm not at home. If anybody in the park here has a portable CD drive, I got a CD with a report on it that I need to get to our water guy, the U.S. Water, and none of our computers in the office have CD drives, so I can't pull it off. Uh, so I've got a CD drive you could loan us for a little bit, or come grab the CD and make a copy of the. I got a portable hard drive to put it on. It might help us out on that. Otherwise, I guess I have to get the report turned in on Monday. All right, that's that. Blue Stream checks. Like you said, you didn't get yours. I know I got when I was gone. I got a list of people turning theirs in, and we'll keep following up on it until they get this all done and taken care of. And that community channel, checked with them again. It's supposed to be going, so hopefully we get it all. Victoria's done her part, put the content in there. We're really looking forward to the community channel going. Uh, Waiting on the folks that we've contracted to put in the new access system for the gates. Um, Hopefully, we'll hear pretty soon about that being installed. Also in August, I don't have the exact date yet. We need our water tanks every 5 years. They have to get inspected. Our water system, the tanks on the inside. Uh, they can they can use scuba gear, and we don't have to empty out the one tank. They have a special way of doing it where they don't contaminate the water. They go swimming in the big tank and inspect it with water in it. But the pressurized tank, they can't get in it without it being drop the pressure and won't open the hatch. So when they're here, there will be at least one day. I don't think it'll run into a second day because we're going to also coordinate a couple changes in the piping while that's being done. But we'll have one day, entire day, that we'll probably be without water. And I'll be letting people know and gotta make sure everybody knows. Start saving your whatever container you got to hold water in to make it through the whole day without water. Your drinking water, some water to flush your toilets, and all that, so that we can. In order to have water while they're doing that, the expense would be almost $10,000 to bring stuff in to have that water going, and that's an expense that for just a little bit of inconvenience for one day, we can get by, especially if we know well in advance that to have water on hand, to be able to flush your toilets and have your drinking water. Uh, like I said, as far as I know, it'll just be one day. So that is one thing that we will keep our eyes on and let everybody know the exact date on that. Also, I did send out a text this morning. If you didn't get the text and you're signed up for the Dial My Calls, then you need to put that texting number into your contact list. There's been times people said, I used to get them, all of a sudden I'm not getting the text. What happened? What is the providers of your Verizon, T-Mobile, Mint, whatever, uh, they filter spam text. And because it does go out, it is a mass text. You all signed up for it, so it's not spam, but they may be considering it as such. If that our number is not in your contact list, then they'll kick it out of spam. So make sure that 833 number. Let's see if I get that on a banner. Yeah, that's the number there. I'll leave it up there. That number is what you need to put in your phone for Ancient Oaks texting number. Okay. All right. Go back to comments. And uh, Jeanette asked a question. Is my check there yet? And no, we have not received any checks, and we are not hanging on any checks at the moment. So as soon as we get this batch in, we'll be uh, letting you know. Okay. Everybody who gets a check that comes in, and especially if you're on our list, we'll get through it, get it taken care of. Hopefully before too long here. This is taking a lot of extra time getting that problem taken care of. And so answer on that. And then Lisa said, I always got text but didn't today. So no, I sent it. I did send it out about a quarter off. So now sometimes they are late coming through. I've had emails and stuff not get there immediately. But anyway, do make sure that that texting number is in your contact list, and that will hopefully make it better to you won't they won't kick it out of spam. There we go. That's the word. Okay, got that notice. Okay, we did have there are some people in the park that have some maybe some orange trees and mango trees, and make sure they're their trees. You do not pick the fruit off of somebody else's trees unless you have their express permission to do so. All right. So don't pick the fruit from trees that are not your own. And even if they're between properties, make sure permission is gotten. If they're, you got a tree that you're sharing with a neighbor, uh, verify that and make sure that oh, you know what? I forgot in my hat. I was thinking about the date, and this week is the well. Take care of that on the fruits. Only pick from your own trees. I did a little live video this morning. Oh, okay. Hopefully, I don't nobody this I don't have to put on an epilepsy alert for the flashing lights. But in honor of this is the week that started out with the 4th of July, and here's my patriotic hat. We do live in one of the greatest countries in the well, actually the greatest country in the world, in my humble opinion. And hope everybody. I didn't hear of anybody blowing their fingers off. Everybody's got all their fingers. No fireworks got mishandled. Okay, uh, and that's good. So, but anyway, uh, enjoying a little bit of patriotic here, and it's a great week. I'm catching up. I did have a vacation. That's why I was gone for a couple weeks, and a lot of stuff to catch up on. A lot of things came in, a lot of things to work through, and take care of everybody. So, working on that. Do appreciate the time off and visiting family, and as it's always said, um, appreciate your family and see them while they're here, because as as said, not every day is promised, and it's going to be appreciated with your family and let them know that. So. All right. Well, I've not seen any more questions. I talked about the water. That'll be in August. That water tank inspection is going to happen. You know, let everybody know. And it says I'm breaking down. I wonder why that be. There must be something just a little bit different. I did turn on the computer this morning, so I do shut it off overnight, so it clears out stuff. Um, Maybe there's a little bit of problem with the internet process, but we'll get it cleared up. Find out what time. Like I said, I've never had to shut off my own sound before. Oh, I know why. I probably have something else on. I got YouTube up when I checked for. That'll probably make a difference. I put YouTube up to get the link and forgot to shut it down, so it probably started playing. Yeah, my own fault. All right. Good morning to the Ernst. good morning there, and hopefully that cleared up my sound, so that I wasn't trying to broadcast and listen at the same time. Uh, Appreciate everything that everybody does to help with the in the park. I didn't get to attend the Fourth of July celebration here, but it looked like it had a great time, and all those that were able to attend here, and thank you to the folks that put that on. Um, so I think that'll do it for today. Everyone have a great weekend, and we'll catch you on the next one. So let me double check, make sure there's no more questions. Okay. Do remember, do remember, if you have guests, please make sure they are registered. Okay, that we know they're here. Uh, that's something. We have a lot of people and have a lot of people changing, and a lot of times we don't recognize you or your guest. I don't recognize absolutely everybody. I've got a pretty good handle on it, and we're just trying to protect the park. Make sure that we don't have people that shouldn't be coming into the park and using our facilities that don't, and former owners that or former renters or former occupants. And so be considerate of that if people ask you if you're an owner, and be polite and answer yes and that you have guests. Uh, we talked about we don't really want people confronting anybody. That's my job. So if you have some reason that something needs to be checked on, don't hesitate to call me, especially during the working days. And weekends is a little tough because, of course, I'm off and all that. But anyway, let's be considerate all the way around, and we'll all get along great on that. So, all right. Oh, Sylvia, she sent a email asking me if I'm going to enter the what's that? Sloppy Joe's in Duval, uh, Florida. Is it Duval, Florida? Anyway, down in the Keys, they always have a uh, every year. I guess it's the 42nd year for the Ernest Hemingway lookalike contest, and no, I won't be making the trip down to the Keys for that. I wish I did have the time. Be interesting to go. Be an interesting experience, but doesn't look like I'll make it, Sylvie. All right. Ernie says I'm locked up. The message came through. Hopefully, it's not my uh, output, and it's just somehow a glitch on your end. But the interwebs are just interesting sometimes out there. Speaking of the interwebs, I don't know how many. Watch out for scammers. Facebook and what otherwise, and emails. If somebody says that you owe a bill and uh, want to refund you your money or whatever, be very careful. We got one this week. He actually came to all the computers. It said Billy department or something like that. So the billing department. The bad spelling kind of keyed that one, and it was said we're going to charge you for McAfee, but please contact if you need it refunded. But they sent it from a Gmail account, so that one is pretty easy to discern. But the scammers are getting better at it, and we've actually had a person come tell me that they almost lost a big amount of money because they fell victim to a scammer. So don't send anybody money, cash, gift cards. IRS doesn't email you. The sheriff office doesn't email you about or call you about posting bond with gift cards or getting somebody out of bond. So be careful on that. And then Facebook sharing posts. There's a big thing going around, especially they post it on swap sites. And because I've interacted with it, I get them all the time. If somebody puts, but anyway, lost dog, child, injured dog, found dog, and they say, please bump this post, but they have comments turned off. If you look at the person posting it, a lot of times they say beautician, real estate. They get the shares because it's a hard, that's so, we got to find that person. But they aren't, what they do, and I even had my sister in law posted one of those, and I said, "Hey, that was a scammer's post. They're going to turn it into a real estate ad." And sure enough, she's answered me back. And at that time, already been changed to a real estate ad for housing, renting it for something for $950 a month, rent to own, and what they're doing is they want people to fill out that application, and you give all your banking information there. They get all your information, and then you get your accounts cleaned out, cleaned up. So be very careful with scams on the internet. Enough said on that. So okay, I I win. Well, maybe one of these days I'll be able to get on that because that with my beard and of course trying to get his look. He kind of has this different look that he has when he's on the picture. So I don't know. Have a great weekend. Live long and prosper. We shall see you on the next one. And we'll find the button to end the broadcast.